Do you really want another fourth wall breaking character who will just do a more PG version of what Deadpool already does? Don't forget he's coming into the MCU, so She-Hulk is asking for the comparison. Straight to the point, She-Hulk is okay. Not necessarily good, but not exactly bad either. It has the bones of a potentially good and entertaining show while simultaneously having the makings of a disaster waiting to happen. Tatiana Maslany is well cast and works well in the role of Jennifer Walters. She has high energy and the screen presence needed to be a leading character in a comedy like this. Bruce Banner, or Smart Hulk, as it looks like he'll remain, is needed in this episode to help lift the show off the ground. Not just for Jennifer to become a Hulk, but to ground her in the world of the MCU. The way Jennifer becomes a Hulk is a bit too easy. A car crash and a little spilled blood later and she's hulking out immediately. A transformation so perfect she's calling herself the better version the next morning. She picks up being a Hulk too easily. Transforming to and from, strength, agility, fighting, and being a Hulk in general, not to mention controlling her anger. The one aspect of Hulk that's supposed to be a drawback, a negative, something Bruce worked at for years, and Jennifer is conveniently immune to it because she's a woman. Where did the courtroom villain come from? It was like she just spawned there for Jennifer to fight. Breaking the fourth wall is something that has to be done well to be received well. While it's done decently here, I'm just not a fan of it. And the MCU certainly doesn't need two characters doing it. But I can see a joke between the two of them coming years away. While I don't hate the show yet, it has problems that I've heard are only going to get worse. If the show presents Jennifer Walters as a woman whose biggest problem is that men exist, seeing as how being a Hulk isn't a problem, then the backlash online before the show even premiered will have been proven correct. What would the show creators expect if 90% of the male characters and interactions Jennifer has with them are horrible? Any group of people defined by any trait would be upset if they were targeted and told they were the problem. Just imagine a show doing that to women on that level. And throwing Bruce Banner in the first episode and Daredevil potentially showing up later doesn't absolve the show. Yes, you can tell a story about a woman and her experiences and what life is like for her without becoming a megaphone screaming at what is still your target audience. This is a comic book show in the MCU. While popular across the board, your target demographic and fan base is still predominantly male. Another storyline where men have to sit and listen to how horrible they are and how much better women are than them will make them apathetic or worse pretty quickly. Just take a look at Birds of Prey or the Star Wars sequel trilogy for examples of how toxic fan bases can become. Why would Marvel want that? That all being said, maybe none of that comes to fruition. I hope it doesn't. I want to like this show like I do every Disney Plus show. I just fear this show won't be able to stay out of its own way. My only issue here is when something like this gets in the way of the storytelling. We'll see if it does. Reviews are currently mostly positive, and I hope they stay that way if the show turns out to be good. I just don't understand setting out making a show with the intention of alienating or annoying a large part of your audience.